All right, y'all, listen. Why is Aries like that, right? So now Aries is, if y'all watch my series, y'all should already know about why certain zodiac signs act the way they act, right? But Aries energy in and of itself is literally ruled by the planet Mars, right? It's literally the first zodiac sign, the first physical zodiac sign, right? Please understand that. In the original zodiacal system, Aries is the first physical zodiac sign, right? Everything belongs to Pisces. Everything comes from Pisces and everything dissolves back into it. Pisces is like the end all be all, the beginning and the actual end. That's why if you look at the Pisces symbol, it's one fish going one way and another one going the other way. But they're swimming in the same direction. Whenever one is up, one is down. It's like the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, the wheel of samsara. But Aries energy in and of itself is ruled by Mars, right? So Mars is what? It's a planet of aggression. It's a planet of war. It's a planet of action, right? And when it comes to Aries in Vedic astrology, you have this terminology called Mula Trikona. So Mula Trikona means a planet's home, right? Out of the signs that it rules, right? So put it like this. Mars controls Scorpio and it controls Aries, right? But Mars is more comfortable and more at home when it's inside of Aries, right? That's when he's more comfortable, right? That's Mars' true nature, right? So all that war stuff, that's why Aries people can seem like they're ready to fight people all the time. That's what the hell Mars rule. They like, okay, you got me messed up. Listen, we can fight, we can battle it out, or they can be like always trying to put people in check. Things of that nature. And a lot of times, since Aries controls the first house of self and individuality in the traditional order zodiac scheme, they can come off as extremely selfish to people, right? Where they really worried about what the hell that they want and not what everybody else want, right? Matter of fact, that's a problem with a lot of kings and governments, right? Put it like this: the sun in Vedic astrology rules over the government, and it also rules over royalty and like aristocrat type of energy. You see what I'm saying? So it's exhausted inside Aries a lot. That's why everybody say don't trust the government. They only doing they trying to get us to do what they want. They trying to get us to do what they want us to do. You see what I'm saying? The government don't care about you. They only want you to be a slave. This, that. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. That's where the sun's exhausted is inside of Aries, right? So Aries people can very much be wanting to get them hands up with you, right? But now Aries can also be intelligent sign, right? Especially when it's like you utilize its more practical skills and gifts, right? Because think about it. I told y'all Mars is more at home inside of Aries, right? But where is Mars exalted at? It's exalted inside of Capricorn, right? So with discipline, so with patience, so with practice, right? With a whole bunch of structure and formation, Aries can come out on top and be extremely superior to a lot of, like they can really conquer and win a lot of battles through thorough planning, discipline, and structure, right? But Aries in and of itself, yeah, they can be a ticking time bomb sometimes. You got to remember, this is Mars we're talking about. Excuse me. Mars rules over what? Weapons, fighting, guns, anger. But also, people with strong Aries placements, they can be good technical people, right? Because Mars energy in and of itself rules engineering, right? They can be good builders, right? They can be very they can have good ingenuity. You know what I'm talking about? They can have good improvisation, learning how to fix a situation on the spot, because Aries, or Mars specifically, well, the Aries portion is about like doing shit in a quick, fast, hurry type of manner, right? So they can lack patience. That's why Saturn itself is debilitated there. But Mars, which rules Aries, is like, okay, if I really want to win, fuck, let me go to Capricorn, right? That's where Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Like, okay, I got to put in the time and the effort and the patience, right? So that's why people with strong Aries placements are the way that they are, right? They got all this fiery, angry energy. Yes, you have to understand that. And then since the first house rules the head, guess what? They can always dive into situations head first, right? Without thinking, without any type of rationality. They just rush right up in there. You like, damn, did you even think about it? They like, no, Aries is whoop ass first and then take names later. Or sometimes Aries just whoop ass period and don't act shit later. So, and that's how Aries can be. Now, this is in Vedic astrology. I'm talking about Aries. I'm not talking about your cousin who's the Aries and don't act like how I'm saying, because you got to understand, you probably know what the hell you looking at off top. Because any type of planetary influence or like that's intervening with that Aries energy, or even intervening with Mars specifically, you might be like, well, nah, I don't got none aspecting Aries, and they still don't act like that. The whole time you got Saturn aspecting the hell out of Mars from its third aspect, right? So that's why they won't act exactly how I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of stuff you have to take into account, right? But that's primarily why Aries people act the way that they actually act, right? That's Mars, right? People, like, they can be into sports, right? Because it rules the physical body. They can be into sports, they can be into working out, they can be into fitness, they can be into anything that represents competition, because that's what Mars is all about, defeating the enemy and winning the actual battle, right? So yeah, but listen, if y'all want a birth chart reading, y'all already know where to come find me at. Listen, the link is in the description. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good shit that people be saying on YouTube. But other than that, I will holler at y'all later. Peace.